Alright guys, so not normally where I start my videos, but here we are in my garage. Today I'm going to be throwing on a windshield that I got for my KTM from KTM. So, pretty simple install. They don't give you easy instructions to follow. They're just like, oh, just go to the website, and then you have to navigate their website, which honestly their website's kind of junk sometimes, but let me go through this. So we start off with the T30 bolt because we hit a bolt that's right there. Got one right there, which here, let me grab the light to make it easier to see. So we got that light, that bolt right there, and then the reciprocating bolt over there. So let's get it knocked out. So good rule of practice to do when doing little jobs like this, especially with a windshield that's going to get a lot of, like movement stuff because of the wind and all that. A little dab of blue Loctite never hurt nobody. So we're going to make sure to put just a smidgen of Loctite on there just to make our lives easier so we don't have like a random bolt just go flying out into the world as I'm cruising around. So who knows, one day maybe I'll have a nice big garage to where I'm not like doing a whole bunch of weird gymnastics to get to my parts. Alright, so this right here is the main bracket, and they supply these weird little like spacers, let's call them, that you have to put into each of these three spots. And then these three bolts right here have this little wouldn't call it a washer, but it's kind of like a, I don't know what we're gonna call it, but let's get these things put in and see how it goes. So what we're gonna do is we will get this up and under, get that put in like so, get that to click like that and hold into place. We're now going to go into this side, place it in, and then just gently, ever so gently, move the plastic. Now this thing is kind of holding in place. We're going to put the third spacer right there. Alright, now we are going to start off with these bolts, which, because the inconsistency with sizing, they switched up to the T25s for this. So, T25, Torx, we're going to push it up gently, and then, actually, you know what, before we do that, I forgot. Loctite. I know I have Loctite somewhere. There it is. Alright, so, trust me when I say this is just blue Loctite. It's nothing crazy. I'm not putting any like red hardcore Loctite on. I just happen to have this from one of my other little install jobs. So let's just put a little dab of that blue stuff right up on there. Not a lot, just enough. Alright, let's find my T25 again. T25, alrighty. So we're going to push that up gently, run that up through, and careful not to cross thread because they do feel like fairly fine threads on this thing. There we go. Beautiful. Alright, we'll just make that snug. Don't need to do any He-Man grip on it, because this blue Loctite will help make sure that it stays where it belongs. Alright, let's do the right side now. We'll gently put that in. Alright, got that nice and started. Alright, nice and snug. There's the third guy. Alright, put a little bit of the blue stuff on that too. Ooh, helps if I keep the bolt actually in camera view. And that's gonna go right up in there. Trust me, I don't know if you can see it, but it's in there. Trust me. Try not to scratch my beautiful orange paint. Alright. That's snug. We'll just go through one more time just for sanity's sake. Snug. And snug. Alrighty. Alright, one last time. Alright. Yeah, there we go. Alrighty. Now, we have this beautiful windshield right here, which is going to pretty much sit like up here, like that. Now, you're going to notice these bolts that you have to use for the windshield have like this little, what would you want to call it? Pretty much it's going to like sit in there and kind of put the windshield up into the place that it's supposed to be. So what we're going to do is we're going to ever so gently, oh, and these are T30s, by the way. They're switching back up to these. So we're going to do one corner at a time. And, alright, get it started up. Obviously, you do not want to snug these down at this time until all the bolts are in. So you make sure that it's sitting pretty level all the way around. Alright, a little bit of blue stuff on there. Now we're going to do it from top to the bottom. Get that up in there a little bit. Alright, look at that. Much better. As you can see, when I was doing that originally, it didn't quite seat just the right way. And obviously, because this is plastic, plexiglass, something like that, you definitely want to be careful. You don't want to go and be too rough with it, because then you can have some broken parts. And you know, yes, this is cheaper than the Puig option, which you see on like Cycle Gear and Revzilla. This was only $90. Yes, it doesn't go up as high as what, you know, like height-wise, as what you see on the Puig units, but it should probably get the job done. Alright, now that we're getting here, we'll just go through and snug these down. Alright, snug, snug, and snug. Alrighty. We'll just go through one more time, just for sanity's sake. But once that Loctite does its thing and solidifies up in there, we don't have to worry about these going anywhere. Alright, put that cap back on, push that up out of the way. Alright, look at that finished product. Not bad looking at all. Kinda comes up, covers up my ram mount ever so slightly. I will get a riding video for you all, and you know, we will, you know, I'll give you a better idea of how this thing treats me. Alrighty. Hope you all like.